Medical requirements. In order to get your private pilot license, you've got to be the holder of a Class 3 medical certificate. In order to get your commercial pilot license, you've got to be the holder of a Class 1 medical certificate. You can fly as a private pilot with a Class 1 medical, and after your Class 1 expires, it gets downgraded to a Class 3 medical. So let's go over the validity periods of these medical certificates because they're definitely going to come up on your PPL and CPL exams. For people under 40 years of age, the Class 3 medical is valid for 5 years, and the Class 1 medical is valid for 1 year. For people 40 years of age or older, your Class 3 medical is valid for 1 year, and your Class 1 is also valid for 1 year, unless you want to fly passengers without a co-pilot. If you want to fly passengers alone, then you need to renew your medical every 6 months. But if you want to fly an aircraft where you're flying passengers with a co-pilot, or if you're flying an aircraft where there's no passengers at all, then it's still valid for 12 months. After 60 years, your Class 1 medical is only valid for 6 months no matter what. Another thing to note is that your medical expires on the first day of the next month after the date of your last exam, which sounds kind of confusing, but so if you got your Class 1 medical signed off on September 15th, 2024, and you're under 40, it would expire on October 1st, 2025. So after a year has passed, basically you've got the rest of the month to fly, and then it's going to expire on day 1 of the following month. There are specific requirements for when you need an ECG, but I'm going to make another episode just for the purpose of saving time. So, some questions to help you remember. How long is a Class 3 valid for people under 40? For people under 40, the Class 3 is valid for 5 years. How long is a Class 1 medical valid for people under 40? For people under 40, a Class 1 is valid for a year. How long is a Class 3 valid for people who are 40 or older? For people who are 40 or older, a Class 3 is valid for 1 year. For people 40 or older, but under 60, how long is a Class 1 valid for within those two conditions? So if you're going to be flying and carrying passengers alone, 6 months. If you're going to be flying with a co-pilot or not flying passengers, a year. And if you're 60 or up, how long is a Class 1 valid? 6 months. A common type of question that TC likes to ask on their exams is, a 29-year-old woman is issued a Class 1 medical certificate on August 26th, 2023. She wants to take her 2 friends on a local flight, which will be held on September 2nd, 2024. Is she allowed to do this? So she got her medical exam on the 26th of August, 2023, and she wants to go on a flight on September 2nd, 2024. Is she allowed? The answer is yes. She's allowed because it's a flight with her friends. So technically, her Class 1 medical would expire on September 1st, 2024 because it's the first date of the next month. But then since it expires and she hasn't renewed it, it would downgrade to a Class 3. And she is able to fly with PPL privileges with a Class 3. And since the flight that she wants to do is a local flight with some friends, it doesn't count as commercial aviation because it's just for fun flight with friends. So this type of question gets asked a lot on exams, so just keep that in mind. All right, thanks for listening. Bye.